Hey everyone, I've been noticing this t-shirt trend on Amazon and it's for these Japanese posters. Let me show you them right here. In this video, I'm going to show you how I created one kind of like it using Midjourney and some other tools online. So let's first go into Amazon. I'll show you how to find these things and what they're making right now, and then I'll show you my way of doing these. Alright, so here I am on Amazon Merch on Demand. I'm using Pretty Merch Pro Plus. I'm on the research tab and this shows you like the top sellers. Of course, right now the top sellers are St. Patrick's Day because we're very close to St. Patrick's Day. But as we scroll down, we'll see this right here. Cat ramen, Japanese, funny. Let me show you. I'll click on it and it's gonna pull it up. Japanese funny graphic tees. And it looks like a poster. And what I notice is if I just type in Japanese here, because we can filter this by just Japanese. So it looks like this, and I'm gonna do grid here, and look at all the posters. So that was the first one. We got this poster and a poster and a poster, more posters down here as we scroll down. So this is kind of a trend that we're seeing, that Japanese posters are doing really well. Especially cats eating ramen posters, but that's not the only thing. We got other things here. So I'm going to come up here. I'm going to show you again. Take a look at this. How many sales here? Lifetime sales, 799 sales for this t-shirt at $17.99. I'll do the math here so you don't have to, and that's that right there. And let's take a look at some of the other ones. 525 sales at $17.99. 1,157 sales at $17.90. So you get the idea. They sell a lot. Top sellers, I didn't even go, that was the top three, but if we go more and more, and these have lower BSRs, you can see some really low ones. So it doesn't mean they're low BSRs now, but some of these could have even more sales than some of these up here, because that's kind of the way it works. So I'm going to show you how to do one of these. You can see some of them have straight edges, some of them have the rough edges like these. I'm going to show you how to do both. The rough edges obviously are going to take a little more time, but I'll show you how to do that. First thing we're going to do is use AI. The things that I like to use is Midjourney, and I'll show you why. I'm going to bring up several other AIs that I used, including Kiddo, ChatGPT, and others, and I'll show you kind of the differences with the same prompt. All right, so here I am on Midjourney, and you can see I've done this a few times here with the samurai as well. And I just really like the style that it's giving me. I ended up doing this style right here. I think this was my favorite one. But I also did this in Kiddo. Oops, that's just the Kiddo homepage. So here, I did it with Kiddo AI using several different ones. I mean, they're pretty good. I think this one's pretty good. And they have different styles. I was using the different styles here. But I still like the Midjourney one better. Here it is, ChatGPT. I'm using the same prompt here, and I'll share that prompt with you. Actually, let me do that right now. I'll zoom in here. So that's the prompt that I'm using. I used it on Midjourney as well as Kiddo, as well as all of these. And this one just, it is vintage, but I didn't like it as much as the other one. Canva using Leonardo. Pretty cool. I like that, as well as just Leonardo itself. Sorry, there you go, which is really nice. I think out of those, I like this one right here. That's pretty cool. Got there. I still slightly like the Midjourney one better, but this is pretty good. Like if this is what you have, if you have Leonardo, if you have Canva, you can see you can do these. And here's one that I'm playing around with. I saw Philip use this Playground AI, so I got interested in this, and look at this. This is really, really cool. So this is Playground AI, really good at posters, as you can see over here. So they also do t-shirts and mugs and coloring pages. I'll have to do a video for that. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me do a first look at this, but really pretty good. So all this to say, you can use any AI you want. I'm gonna pick, because I have access to all of them, I'm gonna pick this one because I think it's cute. He's holding up his thing. It looks very vintage and it has that rough look. So once you have this, download it, yours. Once you have yours, download it. I'm gonna download mine and I'm gonna upscale it using dgb.lol, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. All right, so here I am on dgb.lol. You can upscale your design. So I'm gonna click AI upscaler, drag in that design. You can see it right there from Midjourney. And I'm gonna do 6 times sharp. I could do it 8 times as well, but I think 6 times is enough. Hit submit. It's gonna go to here and it's gonna take a little while. Let's see how long it actually takes. An hour and 12 minutes. So there are other things that can upscale it faster. This one is an hour and 12 minutes. We're not gonna wait that long. We're gonna assume that it's that big. And I'll show you what to do next. So once you have this, you're gonna download it and then on to the next step. All right, so here I am in Photopea. The first thing I'm gonna do is just drag in the design that I got. Now this design that I have here is the smaller one. Let's assume that it's the bigger one. First thing I'm gonna do is crop it though. And here's why. I wanna get the edges right on there. You may wanna put an extra edge. Some of them have like this border, like this little border like that. And you can do that too. So maybe just that. There, that's kind of cool, right? That little border. Now I'm gonna make sure that it's 4500 by 5400. The way I do that is image, canvas size, 4500, 5400, whoops. 5400, hit OK, good. Oh, it didn't crop it out. Well, you can leave some of those things in. I'm gonna make it bigger. Now this is the smaller size. When that other one is done, the bigger size, I'm gonna have to shrink it down because it's gonna be like 8,000, 6,000, 6,000. This is only 1024 by 1024. So what I wanna do is bring it up. So I'm just pulling the edges here. Now, you don't wanna size up. In this case, it may be okay because it's a poster, but in most of the time, in fact, I would say all the time, you don't want to scale up because of pixelation. So that's why we're upscaling, where we're adding pixels and scaling down and not having it pixelated. So this is almost done here. I could, you know, come in here and kind of erase the edges by putting a box there and hitting delete. You can see that. Kind of erasing the edges here. Moving it up, delete, come here. Now that's one way to do like the straight edges. But if you want to do those jagged edges, you're gonna need a rough edge. So it doesn't, I don't think we have that in Photopea, at least I haven't explored on that, but in Canva you have that. So look at this. I found this here in Canva. I just went to elements. You can see my recently used, the thing I did was rough border, I believe. And see all. Now most of them, if not all of them, are pro. But some of them, well, no, that one, this one is not, and so on. So you can go and look and bring in some other ones. You can also go to free pick and type in rough border and hit that. And some of these are free as well. So I can come in here, and what you want is like a tall rectangle one if they have it. And let's see if I can find a tall rectangle one for free. Actually, I cannot, at least not on the first page. I have to go to next page and see. And I don't see it. But we want something like this and then flip it, or something like this, right? So find one. You might have to, oh, here's one. This is a good one. I can come in here and hit download here. Now this isn't the best one, but it's gonna be okay for my Photopea here. So let's come in here. Let's look at the one that I downloaded. Let's see, grunge frame, yeah. Let's see if this works. I'm gonna pull it in the JPEG here. It's loading, okay. And I'm gonna make this bigger. Now this one is actually small too, so it may not work as well. I'm gonna put it over like that. And then, let's see. I can select all the white and delete it. Oh, it must be a smart object, whoops. Right click make smart object, convert to smart object. There we go. Okay, now I believe we can delete it. All right, cool. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select the black here, and hopefully this works. Let's see. I'm gonna not do this, and then you can see it's selected there. I'm gonna hit the background now, and I'm gonna hit delete. And there you can see my rough edge kind of thing. So this one isn't the best one, but that's how you would do it for some of the other ones, is you just bring in the black that you need, and then it just deletes it from here. So it kind of has that rough edge. So go find a better one than this, because this one kind of takes it out. Now, I know Kittl has one where you can just do it, and then if you go to Affinity Designer and you bring it in, you could just erase it. But this is how I would do it in Photopea. Okay, so now that you have this right here, I'm gonna export as a PNG. Good. And then make sure that this PNG is 4500 by 5400. Great. And then name it cat eating ramen. I'm just gonna cat eating ramen. All right. So besides that, it's pixelated and that it's really rough on this one right here. I think it still looks pretty cool. Again, do this with the bigger version, not with this. And you may want to find a better rough edge. They have them all over. Like if you look for rough edges or rough border, you know, you can find them with Google as well. And some people get them free pick, Adobe Stock, iStock, all of those. So there's a bunch of free ones out there. Free picks, probably not the best one if you're not on there, but if you need one in a pinch and get it free, then I think that's pretty cool. All right, so now that I have this cat eating ramen, let's go and see what it looks like on a t-shirt. So I'm gonna go back to Merch by Amazon and then create. All right, so here I'm on Merch by Amazon, or Amazon Merch on Demand. It used to be called Merch by Amazon. I'm gonna bring in my PNG. It should work here. Yeah, it's thinking about it. Let's see how it works or looks on a t-shirt. Here we go. I think that looks pretty good. Let me zoom in. Right, and then on the black, look at that. That looks pretty cool. So you can do this with any of those, like think outside the box. It doesn't have to be a cat eating ramen. I just did that because that's what was the first one, but think outside the box. You know, it could be a dog, could be a cat, could be a different animal. We just want it to look more like a Japanese vintage poster is kind of the thing. We saw one with Godzilla, we saw one with samurai cats and all of that. So trying to think outside the box and do something new, and you could have the straight edge or kind of this rough edge. I think it doesn't matter, but yeah, have fun with this and make sure that it's a dark background, because I don't think the white, well, it does look good on a white background too. So maybe you do that. So just find the backgrounds that work best for this, obviously matching those colors, but I think this turned out great. I like this cat with the surprise look and things like that. So again, I'll share my prompt that I used right here. You can use this or kind of change up switch out the cat and switch out what it's doing and all of that, and have fun with this. So hopefully this video is really helpful for you to make something really cool that I think is very popular right now. So there you go. That's how you do this type of style, this Japanese poster style, using AI, in my case Midjourney, but again, I showed you how it looked like some of the other AI, and you can knock out the background, make it a rough background if you want. It doesn't have to be. Some of them have those straight backgrounds. Now, if you want to see another t-shirt design tutorial, I have this one right here where it's kind of the bootleg rap t-shirt design that I did with raccoons. This was a fun one as well that I did in Kittl. So you can watch that one. Thanks again for watching. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one.